So within subtraction, we also have two conceptual understandings. We have subtraction as separating. So separating from a set. This will remind you a lot of those change-decrease problems. And then we also have subtraction as comparing. So comparing one set to another, that's going to bring back some memories of those difference problems that we worked on a little bit ago. So let's go ahead and think about subtraction with the separate model. Here I'm going to start with a set. And so you have this one set, and you're going to take away or separate items from that set. And then you will figure out the difference between once you've done that separation. So let me do this one with manipulatives over here. We're going to focus today on this problem, 5 minus 3 equals 2. I'm going to get my mat out again, so I kind of have a very designated workspace to do this problem. And the problem was 5 minus 3. So I'm going to start with 5 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I need to separate or take away 3 of these cubes. So I'm going to separate them and I'm going to take them off the mat entirely. 1, 2, 3. So when I have 5 and I subtract 3, my difference or my answer is 2. Now if I was doing that with these bears over here, this would be our representational model. I have my 5 bears, and the minus sign here, I'm going to signal that to separate or take away from the bears. So I'm going to separate 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. So 5 minus 3 equals 2. Now we also think about subtraction as comparison. Just with addition, where the part-whole model was kind of like the initial understanding of addition, and then the join model was a little bit more sophisticated, we're going to see the same thing here. The separate model is really kind of like the initial model of subtraction, and then the compare model is a little bit more sophisticated. So now we're going to think about this problem, 5 minus 3 equals 2, but in a way of comparison. So I'm going to walk over here and get my manipulatives out. I'm going to remove my mat this time. I don't need it, but I'm going to compare 2 sets. The first set I'm going to compare is a set with 5 in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to keep those all the same colored cubes just to show that that's a cohesive set. And then I need to subtract 3, all right? Now remember, this time I'm not using the takeaway model, I'm using the comparison model. So I got out 3 cubes, and I'm going to compare them here. So I have 5 green cubes and 3 red cubes. And this time, 5 minus 3, I want to figure out the difference or compare the difference between these sets. And it's this area right here. So what is the difference between these sets? It's 1, 2 cubes. So 5 minus 3 equals 2. Now if we're looking at this on our slides, I can do the same thing as the representation. So here are my 5 green cubes, and then I'm going to compare those this time to 3 blue cubes. So 5 minus 3, and the difference between these is this space right there. 5 minus 3 is 2, so that's the way that we can compare using subtraction problems.